We're going to see how a couple of kids, David and Mark, are going to fix this hole, patch it up, finish it, and turn it into
this.
Okay, Mark's using a stud finder to approximately find where the stud is. See where the light goes on? To find exactly where the edge of the stud is, you can use a hammer or nail and just keep hammering in until the nail goes off the stud. And here David is pounding in. Okay, this first nail hit a stud. Now he moves it over a little. And it goes off the stud. That's the edge of the stud. Then he's going to mark that with an X. Okay, now the boys are going to make some straight lines that run along the edge of the stud. Here David and Mark are going to make a line. We just use any old straight edge. And we're using a square here to draw a line on the top that's perpendicular to the other two lines. Use a metal T-square to hold along the line to cut to maybe make it a little easier. You just have to make sure and hold that square in place. Be careful with that knife, Mark. There. Okay, they keep working at it. They finally get through. Okay, I think you're just about through. Okay, pull the piece out. Be careful not to bust it all up. The only place this piece is really fastened now is at the bottom. So just pull it out gently. Should pull out of the bottom. And yeah, there's the stud. We're going to save this busted out piece as a pattern for our patch piece. Now you notice we didn't go, we left the studs there. What we're going to do is put a nailer on in the next step on this stud and also on this stud for the patch piece to fasten onto. Give him another couple hits, Mark. Now they're fastening the piece of plywood. Okay, they're using the piece they cut out as a pattern, and then they're just going to draw out the shape of the patch piece. Now David here is scoring the drywall along the line. He uses his knee and his hand to hold down the metal edge and then scores with the other hand. After you score, you tip up the piece, hold the piece, give it a little push from the back with your knee, bend it in. Snaps that easy once you score it, and then you just cut from the back side. And Mark, why don't you go hold that piece so it doesn't fall?
This time, Mark.
There we go. We got our patch piece. Okay, now they fasten in the patch piece. Putting the screw just below the surface, but not breaking the paper. And David did a really good job on there. He didn't break the paper at all, but he got the screw below the surface. And if you don't get it far enough in, push it in a little with the screwdriver. That usually works good. All the screws have to be below the surface.